In contemplative photography, the emphasis is really on synchronizing one's eye and one's mind. When that occurs, we could actually have flashes of perception, which are uncluttered, unburdened, free from the usual ideas we have about how to create something.
In Tibetan, Miksang means good eye. But to Michael Wood, Miksang teacher, it's a form of contemplative photography, meditation with a camera. Miksang is a practice of developing a choice about how we see the world. Whether to look, as we usually do, from the viewpoint of our fixed ideas and preconceptions, or to open our eyes and see the world as it is, fresh and always new.
You begin with choosing an element of the world, an element of the form of the world, such as color, for example, and you go out into the world and you look for that. And in the looking for something simple as color, light, texture, and seeing it again and again, it actually allows your eye and your mind to synchronize together until flashes of perception occur. The perception is not colored or filtered by thinking mind or by conceptual mind. You're actually just seeing things as they appear.
The path of Miksang requires two things: an intention to go beyond habitual ways of looking and seeing, and the discipline to practice the exercises.
So what we're going to do in this exercise is we're going to turn very slowly through the environment and place your awareness on colors, all the colors of the world around us, not just one color, but all of them. And I think it's important when you see a color not to dwell there and to look at it long enough so that you start identifying the thing itself, because we're really not interested in the things, we're interested in the pure color. So the idea is to just touch it and keep moving on, not even identify and say red, green, blue, but just see it, move on through the environment, just kind of sweeping through like radar until you hit another one, another one, another one. When people come along, they usually have a lot of ideas about what they want to see. Even when they see things, they have a lot of ideas. They have some associations about them. They mean something. They symbolize something. They remember them from the last time they saw them. All of those things get in the way of actually seeing it in the moment. So what we try to do in level 1 is to turn one's awareness from this, the internal mechanism, to that, so that things can be seen clearly. There was a course being offered, and the content of the course was written by Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, and at one point a slide of his came up, which was a Texaco sign, Texaco gas station, kind of split into two parts. There was this extraordinary blue space. I was very startled when I saw this photograph. I had never seen anything like it. It came from nowhere that I knew about, and I wanted to find out where that place was.
Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche was an artist, a poet, and a great meditation master and teacher of Tibetan Buddhism. known particularly for his deep appreciation of Western culture. Trungpa wrote many influential books, but he's probably best remembered as the founder of Shambhala, an international non-religious tradition of meditation practice.
As part of a contemplative journey, I must admit that I'm not all that interested in the result, that I'm mostly interested in the process. Taking the photograph and getting the slide back, it's a somewhat secondary situation. This is just my day-to-day life. That's where the real magic is. Trungpa Rinpoche talks about it as ordinary magic, that you could actually wake up in those moments. Shopping, washing dishes, getting up in the morning. This particular form of contemplative art is about discovering the world in a gentle fashion, appreciating everyday things, people around you, all of it. Taking it in, seeing it, connecting with it, and giving up the idea of wanting to control, manipulate, and most important of all is to get beyond the very basic idea of accepting and rejecting and ignoring. And just see what is. This kind of seeing is innate, that it's available constantly. And it's not produced, it's just disclosed. It's not about recreating the sun, it's about simply removing the clouds. And that's what this journey is about, is just removing the clouds so that the sun can shine, so you can actually see. It's an innate ability for all beings to see clearly. That means that you don't have to wait till you go to Morocco. What's in Morocco? You know, the sun, people, dishes, doors, all of it. It's always wonderful to travel, but not because over there is so great. Because right here is so great. There are endless perceptions available all the time.
As Trungpa Rinpoche said, the point is to look properly. This is your world. It is your feast.